Yo, what's going on, Minecrafters? This is going to be episode 1 to a multiple episode series. This episode just so happens to be the first 100 days. That might not be the case for the next episode. It might be another 50 days. It might be another 150. Who knows? I just wanted to get the basics out of the way in this episode. Anyway, let's get right on into the video. I started off with the basics. Chopping down my first tree, getting some stone, getting some iron, and grabbing some coal. Now, I have never completed a hardcore world. I kind of suck at the game, so I always died of creepers. But on this world, I had a plan. I'm just going to trade with villagers until I get full diamond armor. And then probably trade with them more for enchantments. Honestly, foolproof, nothing can stop me. Well, I had a pretty close call on the night of day 1, but I slept it off and everything was fine in the morning. Speaking of the morning, I was putting villagers in holes. And while I was doing that, I figured out there was a monster spawner right by my base. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't think monster spawners are supposed to spawn this high up. Either way, though, it doesn't matter. I have more villagers to put in holes. After that, I turned one of them into a Fletcher. Sticks are a great source of emeralds. I also turned one of them into an armorer for diamond armor. Though I would need another one later anyway, since on Bedrock Edition they only sell 2 pieces of armor, rather than on Java just selling the whole set. So I went down into the mines and grabbed some coal to level this guy up. I also plan to get Fortune 3 later and use this guy as a main money making method. Oh, I've also been breeding these cows just in case I need leather later for enchantment tables. Time to dig out the pit. This is where I'm going to put my villagers later so that I can breed them. Looking great. Time to put them and the beds in there. This was genuinely the scariest moment of my life. I can't believe it just almost ended. Oh, I also got a weaponsmith. When I said that I wanted a full set of diamond, I meant weapons, tools, and everything, all from villagers. Alright, this first villager spells diamond boots and a diamond helmet, so we're going to want leggings and a chest plate from the next one. Though the chances of getting exactly that is pretty rare, so I might need more than 2. Either way, I continue to grind out emeralds. Also, don't judge me for this. It would be a waste not to take this wood. Alright, this guy sells leggings, so we just need to hope he sells a chest plate as well. Minecraft Bedrock sucks a lot of the time, but this is one of the things that they just do right. Next, I was going to try and get Fortune 3 for a half-decent price. I ended up getting Mending instead for only 18 emeralds, so I decided to lock it in. Alright, moment of truth. Aw, man. Looks like we're going to need a third one. But first, that Fortune villager. He will be essential in our plans of becoming rich. Let's go, and for only 16 emeralds too? An absolute steal. I instantly threw that on my pickaxe and went straight for the mines. And by the time I came back, I had enough to buy myself the pants. I am now halfway to my goal of full diamond armor. More emeralds. And with that, I was able to buy a third piece of diamond armor. Now all I need is the chest plate, but I'm not too worried about that right now. If you guys are enjoying this far, maybe consider subscribing and liking. It helps out the channel. And this is also my first video. So who knows, you might be making history if you comment OG down below. At this point, I was feeling so rich, I decided to combine 2 of the helmets and make Protection 3. Another successful mining trip later. I also found a mob spawner under my base with a golden apple in it. Oh, a nitwit. 1 second. Anyway, I needed more ways to smelt iron, so I decided to make a couple blast furnaces for myself. Here's that little contraption. After that, I decided I would also need a toolsmith. How else will I get a pickaxe? I traded my coal and iron to him and tried to level him up as much as I could. I also decided that I wanted another Fletcher. That stick trade is just too useful. I finally got a diamond pickaxe. I also decided that it would probably be the best time to get another armorer. I started cooking down all the iron stuff I bought from the villagers because it was taking up too much room in my chests. Put Fortune 3 on my diamond pick and went straight down into the mines. I found another monster spawner with a god apple in it, but I accidentally ended up eating it later anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But other than that, a very successful mining trip nonetheless. Let's level this other armorer up. Okay, he's selling leggings. Let's do a quick dancing ritual, and then level him up one more time. Moment of truth. Let's go! I'm so glad all I needed was 3. Time to go mining again so I can level this guy up and buy the chest plate. Is this what I think it is? This is just directly under my base. Well, we might as well go check it out, or at least grab the books. I decided to make a spiral staircase all the way up. And yep, just like I thought, this is right under my base. What are the chances of that? This is genuinely one of the craziest seeds I've ever played on. If you guys want the seed, you're going to have to stick around until I die. I'll release it once I die. But I was finally able to buy the chest plate. Okay, wait. I was exploring the stronghold some more and I realized that it's fused with a trial chamber. Seriously, I know this looks like a set seed, but you guys can like try to find the seed on the internet. I swear it doesn't exist. Honestly, I was feeling so lucky I had to see how many eyes were in it. Unfortunately, there was none. Still, I used this time as an opportunity to get enough obsidian to make a nether portal and an enchantment table. After that, I went into the nether to check my spawn. Okay, it's a really bad spawn. There were 2 libraries in there, so I had enough books to sell to these guys forever. Though I still needed to grab some wood so I could get some bookshelves for the enchantment table. Isn't it beautiful? Please say yes. I worked really hard on it. Well, it was time to enchant, so I also had to build up that mob spawner to be an XP farm so that I could actually enchant with level 30 enchants. Though that wasn't hard, I've done it a million times. Now, the next 20 days or so went towards AFKing and enchanting and AFKing and enchanting, but I ended up getting what I wanted for the boss fight, which was protection 4 on all my gear, and I decided to try out the trial chamber since I've never been to one before. Okay, skeletons on Bedrock are already overpowered, and we're giving them poison? Someone at Mojang deserves to be fired. I also couldn't figure out how to open these blue ones, but I figured out that you need ominous keys or whatever, so I needed to get ominous bottles and like basically start a raid down here. It makes it harder, so I ended up doing that later. These orange ones gave me basically nothing other than this ominous bottle, but I didn't know that at the time, so I just ended up using it for a raid, which it's probably better to get the totems of undying instead. After that, though, I went to the nether and fortified my portal so that nothing can attack me while I'm here. Might as well be safe, you know? I really am the type to just run off the edge. After I made a bridge safely across, though, I re-upped on some blocks and decided to just mine straight through. I hate the nether so much. Ooh, target spotted. I simply just came in here, got some blaze rods, and got out. I would need to come back for some nether wars so I can make some slow falling potions, but I wasn't too worried about that right now. I tried killing endermen for ender pearls, but they ended up just running away on Bedrock Edition, so I traded, got the pearls I needed, and left. Alright, no damage. Yep, that seals it. I'm never dying. I have never lost a hardcore world to anything but a creeper. Back for the nether war. Bada bing, bada boom, and I'm out. Did some quick chemistry to make myself some slow falling potions. I also wanted a sharpness sword for this fight, since smite won't do any extra damage to the dragon. And with that, I was ready to go to the end. I was a little nervous still, and rightfully, this was the most aggressive dragon fight I have ever fought in my entire life. I'll just let you guys watch it. But I luckily did end up defeating it, and I went straight home to grab a trapdoor so I could go to the end cities. I can make that, right? Should be easy. Okay, I'm never doing that again. I grabbed the dragon head, then I grabbed the elytra, and I went around and checked a couple more end cities for their loot, but it didn't really have anything crazy, so I just went back home. When I got back home, the first thing I did was start a raid. This raid nearly gave me a brain aneurysm, and it also almost killed me. Like, genuinely, the entire time I could hear them, I couldn't find them. I am never doing that again. I'm building a raid farm in episode 2. I don't care. Now, I just wanted to put a couple more enchantments on my armor and upgrade it to netherite. All I had to do was AFK a lot and enchant a lot. So, I also made a sheep farm so that I could explode beds in the nether. Speaking of the nether, I also need to find a bastion. Shouldn't be too hard. Once I had found one, I definitely didn't pop 2 totems trying to escape some piglin brutes, but after that I was able to find the netherite piece pretty easily, which I would also need diamonds to duplicate. Look at this diamond trying to hide. Time for the actual netherite mining. Got pretty lucky just strip mining alone. And I was able to get all the netherite pieces that I would need, plus 1 for a sword. If you're wondering why I didn't put it on my pickaxe, it's because my sword was actually maxed out and my pickaxe wasn't. And on day 99, I decided I would build a house, because I probably should have done that in the beginning. Aw, isn't it a beautiful house? Well, it's getting late, probably time to go to sleep. Haha, stupid skeleton. Ah! Why do I even play this game? Well, anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed, I would really appreciate if you liked and subscribed. And hey, if you didn't like the video, dislike it and tell me in the comments why you didn't like it. I don't know how long until I release the next episode, but I will be releasing it and I'll be making more Minecraft content, so peace.